TitleMatchNetwork.com.
I ran with, I'm trying to think of the names now, Ultimate Warrior, Jim Hellwig, Jimbo. I ran with him. I ran with Morocco, Dynamite Davey, Owen, Hillbilly Jim, and once in a while Brett. Brett would grace us with his company, but that was Brett though. That was Brett. Riding with the guys like I mentioned to you before, Davey Boy, Dynamite, Hillbilly, UW, Morocco, Owen. Loved Owen. Great man. God rest his soul. Owen was kind of funny. I mean, Owen knew the business. I mean, from the Hart family in Calgary, Alberta, they knew when they were being worked. They knew they had a very good business sense. I mean, you look at Brett and some of the decisions he's made, and you know, Owen stood. What cost Owen his life was that he was standing by his morals. He was not about to do something with a girl or tits and ass, and he didn't want any part of that. And I think the company had something in mind from the stories I've heard and read. The company had something in mind with Owen that they wanted to do something with him, with a girl and a manager, maybe some kind of love thing. And Owen said, no, fuck that. Owen was a family man. Owen, I never saw her. I don't think if I saw Owen drink a beer or two beers every once in a while, that was rare. You know, Owen would go and have dinner and have a glass of milk. You know, but he loved his family, he loved his wife, he loved his children, and but anyway, the point being that they were obviously better businessmen than I were, and they ruffled the feathers of the front office.
Out of all the guys that have passed, which guy's death had I guess the hardest?
Owen.
Owen.
My wife and I, we were sitting watching TV, and I forget what year it was now, and it came across on TV, and it was a pay-per-view in St. Louis, I believe, at the Keel Auditorium.
Right.
And I don't know where. If it must have been on the regular 11 o'clock news or the 10 o'clock news, and it came across, and I bawled like a baby. You know, because there was a guy that, you know, he did everything. He was a gentleman. He was a family man. He was a clean-cut individual. Like I said, he wasn't drinking beers. He was drinking milk. Everything was for his family. As a matter of fact, I think he may have been, from what I understand, he was 3 days away from moving into an $800,000 dream house that him and his wife had designed and obviously had built for them. And that's a shame. That's the biggest one that devastated me the most, because he wasn't a steroid abuser. He wasn't a drunk. He wasn't a pill popper. He wasn't any of that stuff. You know, so that's the one that really bothered me the most.